right? Like right now, it's good. And that way you can like make the adjustments and things like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, speaking of adjustments,
KallMeKobe. That's a dope name.
that's a great tag.
That's a good name.
Up against VGP SSGuy. KallMeKobe. Is he retired?
He just looked real tired.
Oh, and another Roy main. What a surprise. Maybe inspired by the one and only Sethlon, KallMeKobe being the second Roy battle that we're going to be having tonight at Shockwave. Up against SSGuy now. I don't know, Nebs. There's a lot of me really feels like characters like Marth and Roy don't really have these projectiles. Sometimes struggle against these characters who just can constantly outzone them.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a problem for the untested, but it's the same idea as learning how to deal with Falcon lasers, right? And once you start to understand, okay, as long as I get close, I can take the hit, or okay, I can double jump, or I can just single hop,
Or I could just have Smash.
it all will eventually come to a head because you get close to them, and all those long-range projectiles don't really matter. When they're that close.
And that's what we saw in the game so far. SSGuy will get a couple of these scrappy little hits, tack on a bit of damage here and there, but it's nothing really substantial. But that right there, perfect edge guard from SSGuy, and a great punish on that early recovery from Kobe, who more than likely was expecting the hard knuckle, which explains the early option.
Jabs, okay, jab to grab. See, now there's a couple of things that you can do, for instance, with, say you hit jab with Roy, dash up, grab. See, that's excellent at mid to low percentages. It works particularly well. Because then you get the follow-up grabs, and then you get to enable that more. But as the percentages go up, he grabs you, you go, I don't care, right? So, see, he's continuing to do so. Wow. He got him with the fiery finish, that up smash, but just got a bit short on the finish.
This guy, man, it feels like he's just still down quite a bit in percent. Even though we saw a really nice finish from Kobe, I don't think we're going to see something like that again. Oh, just kidding.
Up!
Oh, just kidding. That just happened.
Dog, you gotta watch those texts. Hey, M, you might want to turn on the timer. Timer's not on the setup, by the way. But I'm gonna just put this out there. All right, that man hit him with the quickness. He hit him with the realness. He just said, "You aren't gonna think about this at all." And Roy's back here is actually like really good. No problem. It was Chat's catch. So shout out to Chat. Thank you so much for telling us about the timer.
Everybody gets one.
We give you a 1. We give you ones. I'm holding up a finger right now. But, yeah, like, Roy's back here is pretty dope. I think it's one of those things that with both Marth and Roy, people kind of sleep on it. It's like, this movie kind of laggy, but it doesn't do much. But no, dog. It's, like, good for knockback.
That was a nice backer if I've ever seen a nice backer. This is game 2. We're going off to Smashville. And that's this guy. Oh, nice.
Jesus.
The adjustments that we're seeing from him, it feels like he's not playing that sort of gameplay where he's constantly just trying to back away. Instead, he's playing it closer to face at times, and it's actually paying off. He's won a lot of these exchanges in neutral. He's racked on a nice amount of damage as well. And now Kobe having to really play this role of trying to switch between offense and defense. It feels like he's being thrown for a loop right now.
Sure, absolutely. But he's finding ways to cope. So, like death. Kobe! No, it's not. Okay, so here's what we're looking for. And he started to do this to adjust as the match went on. But against projectile users, you want to use things like fair, but in particular, you want to use nair. Why? Because if you have multiple hitboxes coming out, that's great. Because multiple hitboxes are rare for a swordsman. You're used to a little bit of, some startup, some active frames, and then a lot of recovery on a lot of your moves, right? That's just how a swordsman works. All of them. That's the idea, right? Because you have this massive destroy. Now you got to figure out what shots am I willing to take? What damage am I willing to incur if it means I get stage control? But the biggest part is that once you've taken up the stage, you do not relinquish your throne. This is your empire, and you must dominate it with an iron fist.
This guy has been dominating this stage overall by implementing these smash attacks whenever he's backed into the corner. It's forced KallMeKobe to respect his options even when SSGuy is backed away with no ground behind him. And that's actually allowing him to continue to play the style of game that he's used to, where he's playing very reactive. He's just creating space between the two and piling on the projectile pressure.
Kobe's doing a lot of jabs. He's going to start getting to the percentage where he's going to look for F-tilt, where he's going to start looking for back air, where he's going to start looking for maybe positioning off stage and then finishing off stocks. Oh, that was a massive risk. That was not economical because, look, you just bet the farm saying, I'm going to get this one stock for sure. And if you miss it, you just die.
He was expecting SSGuy to jump, I believe. Because
For
whenever
sure.
SSGuy, it started off, you watch the beginning of that game again, right? SSGuy's in the corner. Kobe's like, he's in the corner. I'm going to push the advantage. And SSGuy's like, I'm not going to let you do this anymore. And he throws out these smash attacks, right? And then Kobe's like, oh, geez, I don't want to get hit by anything. I'm going to hold my ground. So he starts getting pelted by projectiles. And then Kobe's thinking, I'm going to try to press my advantage. SSGuy starts being airborne. He hops right over Kobe.
Yeah.
And then at the end there, he's thinking, I'm going to go and cut off this jump. And SSGuy says, no, I got mix-ups for that too. It came down to the mix-up game. SSGuy brought it. Now we got to see it from Kobe for this last game.
Yeah. That was a great job. So, at the beginning now, it always seems to go to SSGuy for early percentage. Because he already starts at a full screen, and he gets to keep shooting out the lemons. And if he's placing them well. It's not that he has inaccuracy with them. He's very accurate. But the difference is that the damage that Kobe gets when he gets up close is a lot more significant. Oh, boy.
SSGuy. He was looking for the spike there. Not going to find it, but again, he has that center stage control. He's going to continue to put on the little bit of damage. There, a reaction, hoping to bait out another forward air attempt from Kobe. But he's not going to find it. Now we're seeing Kobe with the mix-ups. He's starting to change up the timings, and SSGuy, he's now forced in a position where he has to make the reactions and the adaptations.
Okay, there it is. Yet again. The hard F smash. He guessed for the dash in or a down tilt potentially at that range. What was that? Yet again, he tried to go for it a second time, and SSGuy says, hey, I think I've seen this before. I don't want to get into the same situation again.
This guy might be seeing the blast zone pretty soon. He is at max rage. If he can bait out another risky option from Kobe, he can find the shorty to close out the stock early, but Kobe finally able to punish the jump in. That up smash from him was well spaced, well placed.
Caught with that three-pointer.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so SSGuy now playing the game of how do I finish this stock? Or can I just get stage control, see if I can get a shorty on him? Ooh, interesting. Yeah. He could have gone for, I think the better choice would have been to go for preemptive back air, see if you could have pushed out Kobe a little bit further out, and then forced Roy to burn his double jump to get back on, and then try to repeat the process. Systematically shutting down your opponents.
Wow. Great call out from SSGuy. Runs up, gets the up smash, and brings us down to an even game. But notice where he is already in the corner. And Kobe has made some solid adaptations. That time, SSGuy able to snake around the array of attacks that Kobe is throwing out.
Okay, follow up? No, it would have been better off if you would have done for up B there. Yeah, granted, it would have been risky because you could have potentially thrown yourself off stage, but hey, you know, it would have been worth the trouble at the very least. Yet again, Kobe having difficulty just pinning down SSGuy. And SSGuy knowing, hey, he's so gung-ho on getting in here, I'm just going to get rid of those grabs too and just reset the position.
SSGuy has some grabs of his own though. Trying to charge up the F smash. Again, the big part of this is just trying to maintain that separation between him and Kobe. That's when SSGuy is at advantage. But at the same time, there's the double-edged sword of not being in the corner against a character who capitalizes so well when you're in that position. Just lighting him up with these lemons.
Yeah.
Kobe again resorting to the up smashes, but SSGuy has already seen that card from a beautiful raw bear. And he was trying to look for the leaf. He ends up getting it. And that's going to be the set. Beautiful, beautiful play from SSGuy at the end there. We don't see the leaf shield come out too often, but you can expect him to use that anytime someone's trying to use a special to punish. Just the little bit of extra delay that it puts you in makes it so it's so tough to recover.
So the leaf shield, it's interesting. You don't get to see that a lot. It's kind of a niche thing. And in that scenario, wherever you put a quick hitbox out there that they don't really expect is coming, then they have to figure out the reaction. Like, it's the same equivalent of this. You're using say you're using Dare with Fox. Whenever you're so used to people coming out and shine spiking you in melee, right? You're just changing up the tempo and saying, this isn't how 99% of my stocks end. What is this new thing? And you just have to react. And when you put someone in a situation where they're doing a lot of judgment calls, they're kind of thinking ahead of time. When you throw them a curveball like that, it doesn't always go their way.
How you feel?
Hot.
You made the mistake, man. You have an undershirt under there?
Ugh.
It's too much. See,
it is too much.
That's what happens when we don't see you at Shockwave for a long time, man. You're all cozy at IAB. 30 people, no problem.
Dude, it's great. I actually get to go to sleep at a normal hour on Thursday.